What's up, everybody? It's your boy Wes Grant. You're watching Sub Urban Nerd. This is the channel where I give my nerd views on today's nerd news. And today's topic is pretty much gonna be like three main ones that I'm gonna talk about, because I'm trying to get back into this whole daily thing. And I know yesterday I didn't do one, but there wasn't that much news. So first topic is the topics we're gonna be talking about is Crucible being crucified. Crysis is not in a crisis, but AMC might be. So that's the three things we're going to talk about. So first we're going to start off with Crucible. If you guys don't know, Crucible is pretty much Amazon's attempt to get into the gaming industry, right? They wanted a piece of that gaming pie because they see that gaming industry makes about $152 billion just in 2019. That is like combining the movies and the music business together, and the game still beats it. Because I'm saying, like, think about it. Like, you pay how much to go to a movie? How much do you pay for a game? You drop in $60 at minimum most of the times with a brand new AAA game. And then you got the people getting the collectibles and all these other things. So of course, Amazon, being one of the biggest companies, wants a piece of that pie, because you know what? Why not? Crucible was their first attempt to get into the, competitive shooting. And with that, it did not do well. It peaked at about 10,000, right? 10,000 active players, and it dwindled down to close to about 200. Think about it, 10,000 to 200. That is nowhere near what any of these other shooters, like the new Player on Town Valorant, that one that came out, that one's really going. And Apex, and that was one, I think was the last year before that. And that one's doing pretty good. So, but this one just never picked up steam. You know what I'm saying? So the studio, or AMC, or Amazon, what they're doing is they're gonna pretty much hold back on that, and they're gonna stop it. They're gonna stop it, and they're gonna restructure. They said they're gonna stop the game as of right now. They're gonna bring it back, put it back into beta, and they're gonna have their developers go into it with game testers, and basically pretty much like a shoot back and forth to see what they can do to make it better, because it's not taking off the way they were planning on it. And I think that's good. In fact, most, like, Xbox, or when they had their presentation, they said they don't really fear Nintendo or PlayStation. The ones they really fear are Amazon and Google, I guess, with Stadia, and I guess Apple has Apple Arcade as well. Which I'm like, okay, I don't know if he was just saying that just to say that, because I guess he could see the future. Because look, no one thought that Netflix was gonna be what it was today. No one thought streaming was gonna be. Everyone thought that everyone was doing that Redbox. Everybody was like they didn't think it was gonna take off like that. Blockbuster. Everyone thought Blockbuster was gonna be around forever. Blockbuster had the opportunity to buy Netflix, and they was like, nah, that ain't gonna fly. So see what happens. So of course Amazon's trying to get into there, but for Xbox for them to probably see the foresight and think that Stadia and Apple Arcade is gonna be as big as what they have, and that's what they're really gonna be worried about. Maybe that's pretty much why Xbox is probably trying to do their own kind of Stadia thing, or which I don't know. We'll see how that works. But my opinion is, go for it. Try what you're gonna do the best. Amazon, you got the money to put it in. Most people just stop, because look at Twitch. Not Twitch. What was that one that just stopped? The one that Xbox, the Microsoft just finished. I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But they stopped it. I probably have it written down below. But they stopped. They cut off all the people, the competition to Twitch, and everybody went to the Facebook gaming, which I don't know about that. But regardless, I don't think that's gonna do that bad as far as if Amazon keeps at this. So good on you, try it, because they have the studio working on a Lord of the Rings game as well. Was it Relentless Studio? They're working on a Lord of the Rings game, and they're gonna be working still on this game, and we'll see how it works. So we'll see. Going to the next topic, right? Crysis. If you guys don't know Crysis came out like about 13 years ago, my bad. And this was that game that's like, if you had the strongest PC, this is a game to test how good your PC was. They even had memes saying, yeah, it's good, but can it run Crysis? Like, there's memes all over the place. And this game was supposed to be remastered and put out, and I believe it was going to be tomorrow, or should I say today, that they were gonna do a trailer, but the trailer leaked by Microsoft, the Microsoft website or whatever. So it's supposed to come out the July 23rd, I believe, and we'll see. Right now they're trying to hold off because they're trying to finish up the polishing touches, because they got some good feedback, they got some bad feedback, and they want to just try and see if they can get this going as good as they can do it, because they want, their term is, they basically say that they want to crash your computer, your PC. That's their goal going into this. And I don't know if it's a good thing, a bad thing, but hey, if it looks as good as it can, you know, like, I'm pretty sure, you know, these, I don't know if they're just putting it for the PCs, or if maybe they might do a port, because they're doing a port to the Switch. So I don't know if they're gonna, I'm not sure if they're doing one also to the PS4 and then the Xbox One. So we'll see how that goes, but definitely looking forward to it. Crysis, definitely going on that. And the last topic we're going to be talking about is movie industry, right? All these movies, you know, with the whole Corona thing going on, and everything's being pushed back. Studios are being pushed back. The movie theaters, they're supposed to be opening by like, well, some of them are supposed to be open by like next week or something like that. But AMC said they're supposed to be opening the end of July. And with the Corona blowing back up in America, because some people in charge just don't know how to control and run things, because, you know, they don't have experience in anything except for failing a lot of times. They are planning, I'm talking about they as far as movie theaters, AMC, I don't know if they're gonna stay open, because with things opening the way they are, flaring up the way they are, they might push it back a little bit later, and I don't want that. I'm a big movie person. If you check my channel, I have movie reviews, or like a whole bunch of them. I go to like 3 movies a week. That's me. I don't know what I'm gonna do if the movie theaters don't open until like the end of the year, or maybe next year. I'll go stir crazy. Maybe I'll just start reviewing movies on TV or streaming or whatever. I wasn't trying to do that, but maybe I'll do that. You know, I just watched Artemis Fowl. I see no reason for that, but maybe I'll do a review of that. But regardless, hopefully the movie theaters stay open, and they're trying to do a lot of checks as far as making sure people wear masks, keeping the seats, you know, because, you know, it's reserved seating, so keeping the seats spaced out, making sure everybody's washing their hands, make sure there's always hand sanitizers, wipes on everything. If they keep on to that, I think that the movie theaters might be the safest place, because going to the restaurants, I have yet to go out or go to a restaurant to dine or whatever, because or even to the beach. I see people going to the beach. I think it's crazy. That's why it's flaring up. People are just like, hey, no, this ain't gonna happen. This ain't. Oh, it's a myth. That's all. There, the government's lying. No, things is crazy out there. So be safe, people, and maybe the movie theaters come back, because think about it. The movies make the world a lot of money. AMC theaters, if they close down, think about it. If the movie theaters close down, studios, that's where they get 85% of their money. 85% of the money comes from movie theaters, right? Studios don't work. Then they shut down. Then all the billions of dollar contracts that they have for all these other companies and stuff that they do, those might start losing money. And then the people that are working for them might lose money and lose their jobs. And then those people that spend money on the surrounding neighborhoods where they go and buy all these products, like their you know, food or whatever, they start suffering. So believe it or not, the movie industry, like economy, might take a big hit if the movie theaters kind of don't open up. Just think about that. The movie theaters, movie studios, shows, all these different things. The shows might be the only ones that might work, but then again, if this corona flares up again, unless it's not being filmed in the US, those might slow down too, because a lot of shows have been pushed back due to the corona. So hopefully things work out, but that's the real world we're in. That might not be as good as we want it to be with the movie theaters. Like, just cross your fingers, be safe, make sure you wear masks at all time, because it's not keeping you safe. Think about it as more of you keeping the courtesy of keeping other people safe, because sometimes I just have it over my nose, over my mouth. Why? Because in case I sneeze or whatever, it don't. And if other people do that, it still works, you know what I'm saying? Even though they said put out, but it's hard to breathe, I know, over your nose, but still, just try and do this. So thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you got informed. Tell me if there's anything that you want to talk about. Comment down below, share this video. Remember to subscribe. Check out my last Daily Nerd News. Check out my playlist, Nerd News. Remember, I'm Wes Grant. You've been watching Sub Urban Nerd. and you've just been notified. Catch you guys on the next one. Sorry, it's really late.